Good evening and happy Tuesday. I'm Krista Kirkjian in the First Alert Weather Center. We've had light scattered showers for most of the day today across the region, and this is what we are expecting overnight and into early tomorrow morning. You can see just that here on this future track radar. For your morning commute tomorrow, we are seeing some moderate cells pop up, especially if you are along the south coast and Ventura County. But then 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, that's when we start to see the heavier bands of moisture move through the area. Take a look at that. This is the first atmospheric river of the season, and it's the second storm that we've been talking about all week long. Take a look at that. By 2 p.m. we're still seeing widespread activity, moderate to heavy rainfall expected along that central coast. This storm is slow moving, which is why we are concerned about it. It can cause some flooding, especially on roadways, streams, and creeks. It's going to sit over the area for several hours into the later evening hours around 8:30 p.m. still over that south coast and pushing inland as well toward California Valley. Then as we approach midnight Thursday morning, seeing some activity over Ventura County. Into Thursday, still seeing a lot of that moderate activity. It will be pretty scattered in nature, causing most concern for that south coast and Ventura County. So how much rain can we expect from the first storm? Not much. This is what we have expected, though. This will be the lighter of the two storms, just over ½ an inch expected for that south coast. And if you are in Ventura County or even that central coast, much less than that. But then take a look at what happens when we approach later this week when that second storm rolls through. We're talking 2 to 4 inches, generally speaking. However, potentially 4 to 8 for south-facing foothills and coastal slopes. So South Coast, Ventura County, expecting more rainfall for you from that second storm. So this has prompted the National Weather Service to issue a flood watch. This is for all 3 counties in the area. And like I mentioned a moment ago, we're expecting a lot of rain within a short period of time, which is why we have this in effect. And we also are expecting possible debris flow near the South Fire, which is the most recent burn scar in Ventura County. So monitoring that as well. And as we start to see the heavier bands of moisture move through, we also will see those southerly winds really pick up. So wind advisory will be in effect, especially for the mountain areas. We could see some isolated gusts in the 60s. So here's a look at that future track winds. Things will be pretty breezy tomorrow, but then take a look 10:30 when the heavier rain starts. We are seeing those winds really pick up, teens and 20s across the area. And as we approach Thursday, seeing more of the same, pretty much in those double digits for most of the next 2 days. So here's a look at temps. During the day, it'll be a little cooler, low 60s, but overnight, a nice and comfortable. That's because we have all that cloud cover, that insulation, keeping overnight conditions nice and mild. Low 60s and upper 50s for the central coast. As we take a look at San Luis Obispo, low 60s expected to accompany the heavier rainfall. I'm also expecting some instability with the system, so I am not ruling out the possibility for some thunderstorm activity as well. Ventura County, low 60s expected for you and those upper 50s. Stay safe and stay dry.